What's up guys, it's me, Janne here, and now that we have recovered from Rally Finland eventually, at least slightly, it's time to go for another run on this stage, and as it was requested by someone who I don't remember at the moment, sorry for that, I'm taking the Mini Cooper S for a run through the stage, and for those that who don't know, it was made famous by Paddy Hopkirk, Rauno Aaltonen and Timo Mäkinen, especially by Timo by driving in Ounin Pohja with his bonnet up back in 1967, late 60s anyway. And yeah, the car is equipped with a roughly around 1.3 liter engine. It produces 100 brake horsepower and the car weighs 670 kilos. And as was fashion with the times, it was front wheel drive, and it had a 4-speed gearbox, manual, edge pattern with clutch for us gamers, and yeah, naturally aspirated. So yeah, quite a easy, small, little car. And let's see how it manages to go through the stage. And here we are at the start of the stage with the Mini Cooper S, and hopefully the bonnet doesn't come onto our faces like a certain white liquid in most adult entertainment movies. First corner, slight understeer on the apex there, and yeah, it's not the most rapid vehicle that is in Dirt 4, but it sure as hell is fun as fuck. And yeah, again slight understeer, but hey, I think that's pretty much a characteristic with front wheel drive cars, and especially with cars that have such poor suspension as this one. So yeah, I think it's probably and largely acceptable for this car to be a tad understeer. And yeah, it just does look like that it's like slightly in a too small of a scale for the rest of the world, judging at least comparing to the other cars that have been through the stage. And now we go through the first city section, and then we have the flat out right-hander, left-hander, and now the right-hander, and brake on the left-hander to make the car turn into the right-hander, but way less brakes for this one to that right-hander than cars before, because way less top speed. Yay! And a bit of understeer here again through the corner. The tires are squealing for mercy, but we're not giving any of that as we go through another long-ass left-hander hairpin, or just a left two, whatever you want to call it, and a slow right hand hairpin before we move on to the second city section of the stage, which is the most trickiest. And on the cobblestones, heavy braking zone, barely making the car stop, and with some precision driving, we make it close to the apex on the cobblestones, but didn't hit the curb there, and then shifting down to get more revs and more power out of the small, powerless engine, and hoping that we can manage the momentum through this section really good. There's a quick left-right direction change, which is really important to get a good line through there and good rhythm, so you don't lose momentum too much. And the second hairpin of the stage, or a proper hairpin, and that goes through nicely as well. I'm starting to feel like Timo Mäkinen, although I'm seeing so far, so maybe I'm just feeling like Rauno Aaltonen instead. Both amazing drivers. And another one of these slow right-handers before we reach the last city section of the stage. Tricky uphill braking. You think that you can leave it so much later, but it's only minimal amount of later that you can leave the braking before you hit the wall. And last left-hander, and then we are through. And yeah, this is the only car where I really didn't have to stress if I was gonna make it in the finish, the corners after the finish line or not. It was rather easy with this car, and the time is 2:51.7. That's slow as fuck. And that's the rundown for the Mini Cooper S from 60s, and yeah, it was rather slow time. It slots into last, as we can see from the overall stage results right on the screen now. And as we can see here, the Mini Cooper S slots into the last place, being 7 or 8 seconds slower than the Opel Adam R2, and almost 21 seconds slower than the Audi Sport Quattro S1 E2. That's a fucking lifetime on this stage. It's really, 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 really much. And but yeah, I think that the battle for last will be going on with Mini Cooper S and Lancia Fulvia HF, since both are fucking old, both are fucking powerless, and they don't really have that good of a suspension either. So yeah, and even the Lancia has less power to weight than the Mini Cooper. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how it will compare to the Mini. And yeah, that's the rundown. Mini so far the last, but yeah, that's life really. Time moves on, cars become faster. And if you want the setup, it's linked in the description. And if you start moaning that I didn't go to the fourth gear that often in this race or on this run through the stage, it's because I tend to do the setups for Spain in general and not just for the stage itself. So it's more of a country related setup instead of a being stage related setup. But yeah, that's all for the stage. I'll see you guys on Sunday for fourth round of Slip and Slide Racing League Summer Random Cup. I think I got the word monster right. And as usual, 8 p.m. finish time on Sunday. Be there or be some sort of geometric shape. And yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.